What made you decide to say goodbye to the Carolinas back in like August '82?
Just broken promises, man.
Hmm.
Broken promises and the opportunity to go to Florida and try something new. I've never worked heel at the time. And going to Florida and being tagged up with Kevin Sullivan, I was definitely going to be a heel.
There was no doubt about it, and that was one of the questions I was gonna ask. Is like it stuck out to me right away. Like, wait a minute, Jake is working heel down here, you and I just talked last week about a run in Japan, and you were a heel over there, but now you're doing it in the United States. A whole new animal for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. And I was excited, man. I was really excited.
So working heel for your very first time, do you remember what that was like? Were you nervous to try this new
No,
aspect?
not at all. Not at all.
You felt ready, huh?
Yep.
Had you been trying to pitch turning heel in any other territory you had been in before?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is just brand spanking new.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I can't wait to hear about it. Um, Prior to his death, we had the pleasure of talking to Kevin Sullivan here on the program, and we are going to be revisiting him during this run in Florida. So stay tuned because we don't make it that far on this episode. We just get to like your match with Barry Windham, which is great. But I mean, plenty of territories to choose from during this time, Jake. What made you decide that Florida was the one you wanted to go to?
Well, it'd be around Dusty because I knew I could learn more there and the opportunity to be healed, and being promised the top spot.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned before that you had reached out to Dusty in order to get this opportunity, right?
Yeah.
It's something I've always found really fascinating about these days in wrestling, the territories, because it seemed like opportunity was just a phone call away. Like if you wanted to leave a territory, just call another one, and you might just be able to pack up and leave. Like, was it that simple?
Absolutely.
It's just a crazy thought that one phone call and you could, okay, I'm packing up all my shit and I'm moving to a whole other city across the country.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, man.
How was it that you were able to make contact with the American Dream?
I just picked up the phone and called him, man.
Okay, so somebody had given you his number, and you're like, might as well give it a try.
Well, I had the Tampa office number.
Mm.
So I just called the Tampa office and asked to speak to Dusty.
So, I mean, it's crazy to think that it's that simple, but I guess on paper, like it would be. He works in the office, right?
Yeah.
It's wild. Had you ever been around Dusty before?
Uh, yeah. Yeah. Early in
You
my career.
okay? Back when you first went to Florida?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are your initial impressions? Like, I've heard that a lot of the guys over the years, even like the wrestlers, were kind of marks for Dusty because he was so over and just such this charismatic guy with this great history in wrestling. Like, what were your initial impressions of him?
Oh, absolutely, man. You're just you're in awe, you know. Just you're stuck in awe because he's had such a presence that you're a mark for him.
It's funny because like I've heard other guys, and these are like WWE Hall of Famers that said like, "Oh man, first time I got to work with Dusty, I was nervous," like stuff like that. It's like, damn, this guy really had some influence.
Yeah, he intimidated people, man, without even trying.